we're going to get straight into it, into our career mode. This will be... does that... yep, good. It does continue. For some reason I thought it wasn't continuing our progress. Alright, we're going to continue. All I did last night was like all the tutorial, and then we only did like practice 1, so we're going to continue now. We're going to do practice 2, practice 3, qualifying, and we'll see how we go. We may just start the race today. If not, we'll do that on our next part. But we'll see. Let's get straight to it. Alright, let's get straight into it. I'm eating the yogurt, so if you hear me chewing or something, that's what I'm doing. So because it's got like these choc chip things in it.
Radio check.
Alrighty, what we're going to do is chuck our mediums on. Maximum top speed is what the setup we're going to use. I really like this car setup. I don't know, maybe there's some tracks where it's definitely harder to control in some of the higher speed corners, and I sort of have to slow it down a bit so I can get through them, but I'd rather have a real high top speed, especially on the straights, versus, maximum downforce. Like, you can feel how slow it is, but, you can get through the corner. Corner's really good. But, I guess that depends. Maybe you can use maximum downforce in tracks where there's more corners and stuff. I don't know, maybe like a track like Monaco. There is a lot of corners on that, I feel like. Or a lot of sharp turns anyway. Maybe the higher downforce would be better. Maybe you can make up more time by having a higher downforce going through those corners than you can along the couple of straights that Monaco does have. Anyway, well, good. Alright, we'll do some medium and then do some soft. What else is there we can do? I need to work out how to do these so we can earn these extra resource points down the bottom. Down the bottom here, we've got 300 points up for grabs. So we need to work out how to do that so we can help upgrade our car. Because last night I just couldn't work out how I was meant to do it. Let's just have a look. Alright. I'm just trying to read what this is all about. Let me just finish my yoga and then we'll start. We'll get into it. But, yeah. We'll try to do some of these. The race strategy, fuel management, and tyre management. Try and get all of these points. There's 100 in each category up for grabs we can collect, so let's try and get all of them. Boost our car after the next race. That's what it's going to be about. Getting resource points to upgrade our car. I don't know why it keeps accelerating time far out. I'm not actually pressing square to accelerate, it just keeps doing it. Alright. Sorry if you can hear me sort of with my bit of a not runny nose. I do have, I think I might have a bit of a cold. Not sure, I don't feel sick, but anyway. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. Race strategy. Complete up to 5 laps of the circuit at a normal race pace, so the ideal fuel load and pit stop strategy can be calculated. You earn points for each lap completed within the target time, and extra points for chaining multiple good laps together. Your program is designed to benchmark your car's tyre wear and fuel usage. Continue to help the team, blah blah blah. Oh, that's how I actually have to select it. Fucking stupid. Well, I do feel a bit stupid now, but anyway. Alright, let's do this one first and drive out. Yes, please.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Let's see how we go. I do like this. The fact that doing this actually gives you something to do in your practice times. You're not just, going around as clearly, on the tracks that I haven't raced on yet. Because there is a couple of tracks that I haven't actually raced on in 2020, Formula 1 24 or 25, even though most of them are the same. I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of a track I haven't raced on. I don't think I've raced on Singapore. Singapore is definitely one of them. Don't think I've raced on Qatar. There's a few that I haven't. There's a fair few that I have, but yeah, there's a few that I haven't. Anyway, but these are good. I can practice the tracks on the tracks that I haven't raced on, or even this track like Australia. I don't think I'm very good at it. And using the practice sessions that we have available to us will help me be able to build my skills on the track before the race to get a good qualifying time as well. Plus we can earn resource points to upgrade our car, which I don't know if we can activate upgrades while we're at a race weekend, or if we have to go back to our home base, which we did in the first part of this series. But anyway, guys, hope you like the series so far. Clearly there hasn't been much racing yet, but as the series goes, we'll have more and more parts, and we are going to do every track. And the goal here is to try and win the championship. Trying to win the championship and to win the Constructors' Championship. So hopefully that means our teammate Lewis does do good as well, and is coming in the top 3 consistently, because even if I'm coming first and he's coming dead last, and say both McLarens are finishing within the top 10 every time, we are going to lose. Right, target's a minute 25.6. I should have let off the throttle a bit there, probably shouldn't have. I don't know what it means by clean sectors. Does that mean like just not hitting the wall or something, or hitting another car, or going off the track? I'd assume that's what it means, but it doesn't actually... don't think it's said really what a clean sector's classed as. That went a bit wide there, but it's fine. We are going to hit the target time. No, that wasn't too off bad. Minute 23 isn't too off bad considering. Like that's it. That's just on mediums. Like fuck. Soft should be able to get us a bit faster then. Like I was getting a minute 22. Don't know if we ended up getting a minute 22 on our first, but the other ones was Racing Australia. I got a minute 22 and definitely felt like I could have got to the minute 21s if I was just improving on a few things. Alright, we're a second ahead of our time. Do we have to do all 5 laps to get the maximum points here, or...? Let's just do all 5 laps and be done with it. Alright, may have to get an overtake up ahead. I don't know who this is. This is one of the... I was going to say the Hasses, but I don't think so. That is the Hasses. For some reason I thought the Hasses were a red dot. All good, doesn't matter. And I don't know if that's why the Red Bull was behind him as well. What's our tyre wear on? It's only our front one that's wearing down a fair bit. Well, not a fair bit, but 10%. It's getting there. That was a bit wide. Alright, does that mean I've completed it so I can go back to the pits, or do I need to complete all the laps? I don't know if do my points go up if I stay out, or... Let's just finish off our laps, it won't matter. I don't think. Let's just see. Now we know how to get the resource points that you actually have to select. I thought maybe it was like automatically last time, that's why we weren't achieving anything when we were trying to do it. Oh, shit. If I can get back onto the fucking track, asshole. I'm just going to go into the pits, that's it. Alright, let's head in. See what points we got, what they're worth, what they're not. Guys, take us into the garage. Come on, the Red Bull. It was one of the Red Bulls behind us. We can see them going into their pit box next to us. Alright. Alright, so let's look at the data. This graph shows how tyre wear deviates from the expected target over several laps. Alright. Alright, so we've got 100 points so far. Can we do a fuel management one? Alright, let's do this time management one. And start. Drive out, yes please.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Try and do all these challenges. Definitely getting a good feel for Australia. First time I did Australia, I was severely bad at it. Just couldn't do anything, but no, definitely getting better. Once we do these challenges, do this one and one more, then we'll switch over to the soft tyres, do a few laps on the softs, and then maybe start pushing into practice 3. Right, let's get out of the garage. Guess the challenge will come up on the next lap. So let's take it easy. Probably didn't have to drive it out since our tyres are actually already warmed up. So should have just done fast lap and be done with it. That's alright. It's all good. See what we can do. Most other people are already on softs. That's fine. But I did like the fact that we added the Apex GP team in there.
Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much. Not to mention recharging the battery.
All good. I'm just gonna don't want to go too slow, just to have a slowish lap because I don't want to be overtaken. Well, I probably could get overtaken. I don't know if it's going to affect this challenge too much if they do get in front. I'll just try and stay ahead while we can, and then if I want to let them past, then I can in a minute. Right, as we finish across the line, we should get out what our challenges are. Hopefully we can achieve them, try and get the maximum resource points out of our practice sessions. And I don't know if you have 300 practice points per practice session or if it's just like for all. Alright, trying to keep it in the green as much as I can. It's getting really down in the red, unfortunately. I don't know how to get that to go back up. Do I have to go slow? But if I go slow, I'm not going to make it round on that time, am I? So. Yeah, so you have to go slow. I don't know how you're going to hit that designated time. That's my issue. Just go slow so we hit green. Well, I don't know how I'm meant to hit that target time, to be quite honest. Right, now we've raised it, we can speed ourselves up a bit. Oh, fuck, I just took a dive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve this, to be honest. Just not moving fast enough now to preserve my tyres. Just aren't staying in the red enough. I mean, not staying in the green/purple enough, really. And I'm just going too slow to achieve that. See my issues. I can't. I just don't know what to do here. Right, let's just try speed it up. Yeah, slow down more in the corners and take it easy. Like that's nosedived it, but you know, I really need to go fast through there. Alright, well, we're not going to be getting that one anyway. That's a failed challenge. May as well just go into the pits and be done with it. Let's just head back to the pits. That's it. Challenge failed. I just can't do it. I don't understand how I'm meant to get around it so fast. But if it doesn't actually let me go around, that challenge seems a bit like bullshit to me. Like, how am I meant to get around there at that speed if I have to keep fucking braking this fucking sad fucking corner? Sniveling piece of shit.
Get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Alright, let's do what our next challenge is. Yeah, so it's legit the corners. Every time we had to do a corner, we've gone into the red, so I need to brake more, I'm guessing. But it's just difficult. Let's do the fuel management one, then we can go back to tyre. Flying lap, yep. Don't need to keep warming up our tyres, but there.
We're testing fuel management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners. Don't be too aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
Alright, let's see how we go. Let's ease it off a little bit, just to make a bit of room between us and that car ahead. Alright, let's try and just push a bit. Ease off through here. Alright, let's keep going. Don't know if we're going to hit our challenge. We actually did it, fucking hell. Right, we need to get our thing a bit higher. Right, let's definitely get the purples in the corners. Gosh, it's just not enough, I don't think. It's alright. Doing our best, just not enough. Just need to break maybe a bit further. I will just break a bit earlier through some of the corners like maybe now, just to ease it right off. And then really accelerate through the corner. I feel like that doesn't really count. I don't really like those sorts of corners where they're sort of just following the road. Alright, we're gonna fail this one as well. May as well just go into the pits. I think we'll just pit then, since it's just not working.
Alright, that's the programme complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Right, that's good. Right, let's switch to our softs, I think, and see what we can do. I don't know, did we get points for that though, even though we didn't get all the laps completed, or...? Alright, so we did get 50 for good fuel, didn't get the optimal. Maybe we should... What I want to try is... cast it up. Maybe use a less top speed, more balanced, and then go out again. We have to select it though. What one was it? Time management. Let's try again. See how we go. Flying lap, that's one. We can start as soon as we get past the... closer to the start finish line. I'll just ease off it for a little bit, just to let those cars ahead of us get a bit further ahead.
Through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Right, let's go. See what we can do. Right, let's take it gentle. So I don't understand how I'm meant to get in that fucking corner. That's just such bullshit. I actually just nah. That's it. Not doing the challenger. It's just bullshit. You can't even go around a fucking corner without actually having a fucking cry. It's actually such bullshit. Now we go back to softs, give it a few laps on softs, and then fast forward it. That's it. It's just always fucking having a cry. It's actually bullshit. Yeah, nah, fucking drive out,
Okay,
thanks.
that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Doesn't it be so fucking sad that you're not allowed to fucking actually drive? Right, let's just do like 1 or 2 laps on softs, then we'll go to P3. Get a push towards qualifying. Who the fuck just hit me, you sniveling piece of shit? It's always Albon, I swear. Right, let's just skip to P3 and be done with it. Right, session info. I think we're done then. Just want to check. How many tires? What tires do we have? They're both for P3. Alright, let's just accelerate time now. Listen to a bit of music and let's just wait for the timer to tick out. Well, the session best was a minute 23.02. We got a minute 23.08, so we're close, slightly off, but, still close. Oh no, that was Max Verstappen's time, sorry, we were a minute 24, so we weren't actually, we were like 0.3 off actually, so my bad. Just looking at Max Verstappen's time, not my own. Anyway, all good, let's just see. Did the challenges that we did there carry over to the third practice, or do you get like a new set of challenges? Alright, so I'm going to go to our third practice session for Australia. Workstation. Excuse me. So I didn't get those extra points added to the top right, so maybe I have to get them at the end of the race weekend. Alright, that's fine. Excuse me. Alright, let's just go to the next session. Be done. I don't know if that means go to quick practice. Earn research points and development boosts without having to drive the practice programs yourself. Well, I don't know how you'd earn them then. Anyway, let's just go to track, be done with it. Should click about that practice program, the one on the right.
Okay, the guys have found a leak in one of the coolant lines, so we're patching that up as we speak. Hold tight for now until we've got everything checked over.
Alright, that's fine. While that happens, we can have a quick look. So it does carry over. So you can do them all on different... You could do one in practice 1, one in practice 2, and one in practice 3. I guess that's alright then. Maybe we can do one for each one. Every time we go to a track, we'll do one on each track. One in each practice session, I should say. What we will do is, while I wait for things to get ready, we'll set our car up, maximum top speed. We've already got our softs on, all good. P3, so we've got 2 sets of softs. Probably won't use them both. We'll just do a few laps so we can get on our fastest lap time, and then we will probably just fast forward it through. Let's accelerate time so we don't have to sit here for too long. Get this cooling system fixed up. Alright, Auckland's the only one out so far. Right, that should be done in just a second. Right, let's head out. Well, there's not too many people on track. Hopefully it stays okay. Let's drive out as well so we can warm our tyres up. Do just one lap to warm ourselves up, and then do a fast lap. Let's see what we can get. Fastest lap. Goal will be like our target goal that we'll set for ourselves is like the minute 22s, I think. I don't know what sort of speed I need to do to get a good qualifying score. That's what we're practicing for really now. I want to get a good qualifier. I want to start on the front row. I'd love to start on the front row. I'd rather be in the front row and then just hold on to it than start at the back. I have to work my way through. If I do have to work my way through, I'm okay to do so, but on some of the tracks I'm not the best at. I'd rather start on the front row. We need a few wins. I'm going to expect that there are going to be some tracks that we may not, DNF or something. Because, I don't know, I haven't actually done the career mode myself to test it, but I've had a friend who's done it, and he says that you can have like issues with your car, like the engines can fail and stuff, and then like you actually are out of the race. So I don't know if that's actually true or not. I haven't seen that myself, but I've never done career, so clearly I'll find out if it happens. So we need to get some points under our belt. You know, the first race of the year, come first. Give us some points, but you know, the first few races, especially China and Japan. I'm actually horrible at both of those tracks, especially Japan. I really suck at it. Just like these particular corners, I just can't do well. Alright, what are our wheels on? Alright, they're warmed up a bit. They'll do, I think. Let's try and do a fast lap. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's see what we can get here. Minute 22 is our goal, guys. May have been able to put a bit more acceleration through that corner. Alrighty. Let's keep pushing. Alright, going okay so far. Let's just get this corner so we don't hit the sand. I feel like that corner was a bit shit, could have gone a lot better. I feel like we slowed down a bit too much maybe. Right, there's a few corners I think I can improve on, definitely. Alright, we're going to get a minute 20... Right, minute 22.9, not the best. Well, let's just do a slow lap now. Slow ourselves down. Alright, I want to see what... Alright, we need to get it lower. We need to get to like a minute 20, like minute 22.2, minute 22.3. I got that the other night. That's the goal I want to get to again. Minute 22.9, I feel like is a bit too high, especially for qualifying. I'm just concerned, I feel like in qualifying they're going to get like a minute 21. I'm actually going to be even slower, so... I think the minute 22s, minute 21s is what we need to get to. Definitely need to get to the minute 22s. I think if you get the minute 23s and above, I think we'll be out of qualifying. And I do want to start on the front row. First or second, either one is good. Just need to get a good launch. That makes all the difference. I'd even have you start on the second row if I get a good launch, because I can sort of overtake them before the first quarter. Right, I'm going to go for another fast lap, guys. Wheels are warming up a lot more. Maybe we'll have better grip. Right, I did touch the grass, but I don't know if that's going to affect too badly. Right, let's hit the curb a little bit there. Alright, let's keep going. Another high purple sector for sector 1. So hopefully we can bring it together for the next sector as well. Alright, that little snippet through there, if you can get like lots of speed, you can go really well through there. Alright, slow it down, get this corner, start turning in. Always seem to touch that gravel there sometimes, just be careful. Alright, didn't even realize we got a purple sector in sector 2. Let's get around this corner, nice and smooth. That was okay. Are we going to beat it? I think we may just get it. We did. Brought it down by another 4/10. Not bad. Nearly half a second. Alright, we'll go one round up again. Just take our time. Don't want there to be too many people. There seems to be a few people ahead. Let's just slow it down a bit. Give them a bit of a gap. Don't want anyone getting in the way, impeding my time. So we'll just take it easy. Just separate ourselves from them. I will say the tracks I'm looking forward to doing the most is probably Bahrain. I do love Bahrain. It's a very simple track. It's a very easy track. I feel like it's just really smooth. It just flows. I don't mind Saudi Arabia either. You know, there's a lot of corners on that track though. Don't know if it's the most, or don't know if maybe it just feels like there's a lot on there. But I definitely think there's a fair few. But I do like Saudi Arabia as well. Just the first corner I don't like, especially if on the takeoff. It's just a very I feel like it's very close from the front row. But I don't mind it. Really want to give Monaco another go. I haven't done Monaco in a while, and I do like Monaco. It's a very tight track, but I do enjoy it. Alright guys, we're going to go for another fast lap now. Yes, hopefully we go well. Try and improve our time again. Hopefully no one gets in our way and impedes us. Alright, this guy's coming out of the pits. Alright, let's start pushing. Alright, we've got DRS to help us. Feel like that wasn't the best corner, that one. Start pushing. Don't know, maybe we won't be able to improve our time. We were getting pretty bloody close. Alright, it's... don't think the last few corners were the best. Alright, we're just behind on all our sectors. Just didn't do too good this time. Yeah, no, fuck. Shit, that didn't help us at all. Alright, well this is a failed attempt. Let's just head into the pits and be done with it.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes
Yeah, that's
too much
fine.
damage.
We're coming into the pits anyway. Alright, I don't need to be below 8 until just before the line, so when we're doing qualifying in the race, we need to make sure we're mindful of that. We don't need to drop, our speed too quickly, because that extra 2 seconds so we lose for dropping too early is going to cost us later on in the race, or on our pit. So just need to, make sure I slam the brakes just at the last second and activate the speed limiter, or pit limiter. Also, guys, just want to let you know, we'll probably be doing a Hitman stream later tonight. We do have a returning Lucid Target, the Surgeons. I think I did mention that yesterday. So if you want to watch a bit of some Hitman later, feel free to tune in. That's why I thought I'd do a Formula 1 stream a bit earlier. Normally do streams a bit later. Thought I'd do it early so we can, yeah. Alright, let's see what everyone else is getting in terms of their times. I don't know if everyone's gone out yet. A few people have. Still a few that haven't set times. Thing is, you can never tell if they're, doing their fastest laps. Alright. I say we just fast forward time and head to qualifying. What I'll do is I'll chuck on our other sets of softs and go around again, just try and beat it one more time, and then we'll skip. Right, let's just wait for this track to clear a bit. I know it says clear, but it's not particularly clear. Get to like under 4 or 5 cars if I can. Right, let's see if we can get it down or not. If it doesn't drop down, we'll just go on to qualifying, that'll be it. I just didn't seem to quieten itself down again. Right, let's head out now.
All set.
Hopefully
Ready
it
to go.
calms down the next
Let's get the
5
car onto the
minutes.
track.
Take us a minute to drive around anyway for our minute and a half drive around for our warm-up lap, so we've got time. Hopefully in that minute they'll come back in. Right, let's do this. Try and beat it. Right, we'll just let Hamilton pass. Let our teammate through. Warm ourselves up. Try and get them all to like 2%, 2-3%. Stay on the road, not the grass. Alright, let's keep going. Just keep warming them up, try and get them all to 2. Give us a bit of extra grip on our flying lap. Alright, we're all on 1% so far. Alright, the front one's on 2. I stop touching the grass, just keep slightly touching it. Alright, both our left sides on 2 now. I think that's maybe as high as we're going to get. The left side, the right side isn't going to 2. Alright, we've got our back wheel. Alright, let's drop that down. Let's just go for fast lap. See what we can get done. I feel like that wasn't the best. Could have taken that corner a bit better. Let's just see what we can do. We have the rest of the sector to make up for it, hopefully. Maybe I broke a little bit too much through that corner. Alright, we're already down 2/10. Alright, yellow sector for our first one, not good. See, that slight little touch of grass can also affect us a bit. But let's keep slightly touching it, which can make us lose time slightly every time. Alright, let's do that. It's got that sector purple, that's not bad. Alright, cut that corner a little bit too much, but we're still down nearly 6/10. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I want to see what that middle sector was though. Versus our other laps. Yeah, no, it's just bad lap. Almost a second down, just didn't get close to it. Yeah, that's just not good. I'm gonna return to the garage.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Yes, radio is okay.
Alright, our fastest sector was 1:28. Alright, let's just accelerate time and skip the last little bit. Head to qualifying. See how we go there. Hopefully we can get something good. Alright, we'll skip ahead, skip all this shit.
Sadly, it's
Alright, advance, all that. Alright, so we got them at the end of practice. Advance, thank you. Alrighty. So our experience went up a little bit there. That's fine. That's good. Need to try and get the rest of our stuff to move. Probably move up a bit more with qualifying. Workstation. Alright. Don't think there's anything I can upgrade with our points. $480. Do need to do that when we have the money. $480. Alright, let's just get to the race. Qualifying, I should say, sorry. As soon as qualifying starts, we'll be the first one out on the track. Let's just skip all the talk.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Alright, car setup is going to be the max top
This is
speed.
okay, but the quality is quite bad.
Yep, that's fine. Let's drive out. Let's be the first
Ready?
ones out.
Let's go.
Warm up our tyres. Warm up our tyres. Get a good lap on the board. Before too many other cars go out. Right, there's already a few cars out. Well, that's just annoying that he tried to rush me. Right, absolutely everyone's coming out. Fuck's sakes. Fuck off.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Alright, I'm going to come back in and pit. I want my wing fixed. Right, warm up our tyres now, and then when we pit, we'll just, since they're already going to be warmed up and worn a bit, we can just do our fast up from
Okay,
there.
take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Probably take a minute for it to be repaired. Right, warm this up. Alright, let's go into the pits now, get this wing fixed up. Alright, let's get in. Fuck, there's a fair few cars coming in and out. Alright, we need to get ourselves into the pits. Come on, guys, get us in as fast as you can. Alright, mate, go just grab a drink. Why, if we have enough time. Let's see how much it gives us. Alright, repair. I'm just gonna quickly go grab my drink, guys. I'll be back in just a sec.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Alrighty guys, I'm back. Just have to go get my water out of the fridge. Right, wings repaired. How busy is the track? Right, there's no one really behind us.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Most of them are just coming round on the other side, so we may have a bit of clear air in front of us if we get out fast enough. I think it was Science that was coming back round. I don't know, I could have just done a fast lap since our things already are warmed up. Let's see what we can do. Tyres are nice and warm. Let's just take it easy, not hit anything, not take any damage. Need to get ourselves a fast lap on the board. Something good, and then we can go see what everyone else has. I don't know why it's not coming up with everyone else's time on the left hand side. Well, clearly it's saying we're 12th, so clearly there's already a fair bit set. Right, we need to get, into the top 5, I think, to be safe from being knocked out. Clearly the bottom 5 are going to be knocked out, guys. Well, for those of you that already know about Formula 1, clearly Q1 is the bottom 5. So position 20th to 16. Clear to those of you who are new. Now I'll just explain it, But anyway, yes. We don't want to be eliminated in the first qualifying session. Q3, we want to get to Q3 for the entire season. Alright, let's go.
P13.
It's our fast lap time. See what we can do. Alright, so let's keep pushing. I went off a little bit there, but I think we're okay. Alright, we're not going to hold it down even though it says yellow through here, we're just going to hold it. Gotta keep holding it. Green sector, not the best, would have liked to have all purples, but we'll take it. Alright, I think that corner went okay. Alright, Hayes is in front of us. Fastest lap Oscar Piastri, minute 22.2, I think that was. And we got it minute 21.5, fuck yeah. Oh, that's actual good. That lap came together really nicely. Oh, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go pit now, because I don't think we're going to need to. I don't think we'll get pushed back into 16th or below. So I think we are safe for the moment. If I see we start dropping a bit too much, we may come back out again. But a minute 21.5 is awesome. Clear, I'm here talking about the other day getting a minute 22.2, and I thought that was good. Fuck, it's cut 7/10 off our time, so not bad at all. And clearly, if I got that, clearly the rest of the guys are going to get that too, so it's going to be a very tight qualifying session. And that's if we, hopefully we probably need to replicate that as well. Alright, let's just slowly ease ourselves back to the pits, no risks. Maybe we need to do a double warm-up lap. Maybe that's our thing. Make our tyres really warmed up. Maybe we should do that. Let's head into the pits. and knocked that guy out. Just hit his ankles. Anyway, that's alright. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all. Let's see what everyone else is getting. See what like the 16th and below is, like what the cut-off area is. Find out in just a sec once I put my display on my car. Session info. Alrighty. Alright, so we got the fastest Sector 1 and Sector 3 so far. Lando does have the fastest. Yeah, Lando has the fastest second sector. Alright, that's not bad at all. Alright, let's accelerate time for now. And what's the knockout time for 16? So a minute 24.3 is the knockout zone. Session best, session theoretical best is a minute 21.4. Would we get a minute 21.5? So another tenth off, one more tenth than we would have had it. Right, that's not bad at all. And who's going to get knocked out? Wait, how does it work for qualifying for the bottom 5 when there's 22? Is it the bottom 7 get knocked out, or is it the bottom 5 so it's 17th and below? 18th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Well, we'll check in that in just a second if it's going to tell us who's knocked out. I didn't think of that, actually. How is that going to work next year when we have Cadillac in there? So we have 22 drivers, will it be the bottom 5 as well? And there's 18 and then... Oh, I actually never thought of that. Does anyone know the answer to that, guys? Let me know. Who was knocked out? Oh, so it is the bottom... So it's the bottom 6. Oh, that makes sense. And then clearly the top 10 will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that makes sense, I guess. So it's still going to be the top 10 for Q3. And it knocks out 6 each time. Alright, that works. That makes sense, I guess. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You just knock out 6 instead of 5, and then you still hold your top 10 thing. Well, that's good to know. Is that how it's going to be in actual Formula 1, though? Or are they going to change it, maybe? I guess I'll announce the rules. Maybe they already have. I need to check.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Alright, let's check our set of softs on and head straight out because I don't want to be stuck behind anyone. Go to track, drive out.
Standing by.
You can already hear the car. Is that our car? Yeah, I thought it was someone else's car. Let's get straight out. Might do 2 warm-up laps because we did 2 warm-up laps before and we seem to have done really good. Right, who's that ahead of us? Is that one of the Alpines? Looks like it. Yeah, it is, so I can see the Alpine thing. That's Gasly. I can't remember if it was Gasly who just signed for Formula 1 just the other day. He signed for another multi-year contract. Right, I'm going to get in front of him because I don't want him to be in the way when I do my fast lap in a minute. Right, let's warm ourselves up, take it slow, don't want to hit the wall or anything, damage our wing. Go for a double warm-up lap, get our tyres nice and warm, and then we'll go, since that seemed to have worked last time, we've got a minute 21. I should have checked what the theoretical best lap time is for this set now, but if we get, roughly the same time, minute 21, I think we'll be okay. My only issue is I don't know if we have enough fuel for that. We only have 2.6 laps. We're going to burn 2 laps just on the thing. That's my issue here. Let's just see. Well, I want to know what happens if we do run out of fuel on a practice. Let's just go around now, set a fast lap, see what we can get on there. See what we can set on the board, and then if we need to go around again, we can warm up again. Or we'll use this lap to warm ourselves up at the same time, and then, yeah, go from there. Alright, that's a Haas in front of us by the look of it. Hopefully he doesn't impede us. Since this is now my fast lap. Thank you, Ocon, letting us through. Stay out of the way. Let's keep moving. Alright, hold it straight to the floor. Alright, keep going, come on. Double purple sectors, thank you. We are going to hit the dirt there. Fuck, that's not good. Lost a fair bit of time through there, I think. Would have lost at least a second or two, which is a shame. Alright, Fernando Alonso has set the fastest lap so far. Oh, we're going to hit the wall if I didn't let off the accelerator through there. We are going to hit a minute 22. Minute 21.6, not bad. And we hit the dirt there that probably lost, the gravel I should say, probably lost us about a second maybe. Or half a second, so we probably would have got under a minute 20. Under a minute 21. Alright, we only have enough for one more lap, so let's just head back into the pits.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Alright guys, let's head into the pits. Fast forward time. Clear the bottom 10 is going to be the cutout for this one, so as long as we don't drop below that, we should be okay. So we've already improved on that second sector. Tyres are more warm and they've already done a better job. But we are still a second down, so let's head into the pits. Let's take it slow, ease our way through. Let's go into the garage, see what everyone else is getting. See what Norris and our teammate got. Right, session info. What's everyone else getting? Right, Lando's got the fastest third sector, Max is the fastest second, and I've got the fastest first sector. Right, let's just fast forward time a bit, see what they get. We're the only one who's got into the minute 21 so far, and that's the second time we've done that, so if we can do that again, we'll be good. Let's just see what anyone else can do. Alright, where's our teammate third? Right, I don't think anyone else is going back out. No, didn't look like it. I think it stayed how it was. I think most of them are pretty happy that they weren't going to be knocked out. Alright, let's make it count now. Last qualifying session. This is where it's really going to matter.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Alright, let's chuck our wheels on. And let's get out.
Okay,
Drive
guys,
out.
everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
It's probably going to be other car. Yeah, there's McLaren just went shot past us. There's another McLaren. Holy shit, there's a fair few cars, but there's only 10 of us on there now, so we might be okay. Right, I'll just slow it down just a tad, just to give those cars a bit more time to get ahead. Warm ourselves up a bit. Alright, keep giving it some room. The McLarens and all those other cars that were up ahead, I don't want to be really impeded or them getting in the way for my fast lap. Obviously, I will assume that they're all going to be on their fast lap in a minute, so we should all be pushing. But just give ourselves a bit more of a gap, slow it down, just get our tyres warmed up. Alright, front set, left side's off 1%. I'm going to try and get to like 2%, hopefully 2 to 3 is a good point. You can definitely feel the car is more like slidey and doesn't feel like it has the grip when it's got a lower percentage. Alrighty, I think we're good. I think Clarence have a big thing in front of us, so I think we should be good to go. Our front right hasn't even warmed itself up, still on 0%. Maybe I should do a second lap. Let's just go now. If we need to go another round again, well, this lap will warm us up as well, especially while we're pushing. Just want to look at how much our tyre warms up as we go. 1%, 2 and 3, alright. Alright, we're currently 5th. First sector's purple, not bad. Alright, let's see if we can get a few more purple sectors here and get ourselves a good time at the last 2 qualifying sessions. A bit wide there. And we cut the curb there again, not exactly what I wanted to do. Kimi Antonelli with the fastest lap of 1:22, so there's Oscar with the 1:21s. We did hit the grass a little bit there by the look of it. Now what are we going to get here? I feel like we're going to get the 22 mark. Fucking hell. No, we got a 1:21.1. So one of our fastest laps so far. Alright, let's drop that. Our tyres warmed up a fair bit on that lap too.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
It's alright, we'll come into the pits, get some more fuel, and may go back out because we may need to go out to push Piastri back a bit. He's a serious threat. I think he's the only one who got a 1:21 this lap, or this session. So we need to make sure we cover him off. Alright, not a bad race at all. Not a bad race, not a bad qualifying session. That went rather well, I think. I'd like to hope that Lewis gets a nice position. Excuse me. I was trying to not sneeze so I could actually, my eyes didn't close so I didn't hit a fucking wall or something. Oh, look of it, the McLarens must have double stacked there, since one of them was sitting there. Alright, let's see what happens here. I really want Lewis to do well, because it helps us as well by him doing good. Alright, session. So me and Piastri, it's not much at all. Let's just fast forward time. We may need to go back out, so let's just see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen here. Maybe I should have gone back out. Right, that's all their fast laps now. I don't think they're all going to have time for another lap. Or they might. Don't think anyone beat me, hopefully. Pole position, yep, we got it. Perfect. That's good. That's good to see. Alright, advance, thank you.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. As
Right,
we
teammate
head
came
into the Grand
sixth.
Prix.
Right, so Lando and Oscar both got into the minute 21s themselves, so it's good that we were getting the minute 21s. That is good. Right, Lewis isn't too happy. Alrighty, let's advance it. Alright, I say we start the race. I was going to do it on the next stream, but why not? If I end up cutting the stream early, for some reason we can just do it into 2 parts, which would kind of be shit. So let's just do it, see how we go. Alright, nothing else we can change now, so let's just advance. 58 laps. I don't know why I thought it was 53 laps. I think that might be... Don't know what track is 53. Is that Bahrain is 53, maybe? I don't know. I was thinking Saudi Arabia. I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia is 50 laps. I could be wrong. I think it is, though. Let's just skip all the dialogue and shit and get straight to the race. It's going to take us like an hour or so to race. If it wants to load, that'll be good. Here it goes. Just gonna have a quick drink of water.
The winter. Before we begin, let's
Well,
take a
let's
quick look at the grid lineup for
let him
today's
do the
race.
lineup.
Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Moving on to the rest
What I
of the
don't like
race,
about it
we
is
have
in a proper Formula 1 race, they start from the back and they work their way towards the front.
and
I wish they did it that way.
Antonelli, Albon, Fernando Alonso, and Yuki Tsunoda. Ocon, Behrman, Jack Doohan, and Hulkenberg. Gasly, Lawson, Carlos Sainz, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Stroll, Pierce, Hayes, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed them.
Right, let's just skip the talk.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio
Right,
check.
let's do our race strategy. We're going to do a
this is gonna take
2-stop.
a monumental effort from you. I need you to push incredibly hard if we're going to get a good result today. Let's go and make it happen.
Alright, 2 stops should be good. Wait, is that faster with that one? Oh no, it is. That one is 78.5, that's 79, alright. Clearly can't change our car now. We're in, what do you call it? Parfumé, if I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am. Parfumé conditions. Let's start the race. We do have a formation lap set. Alright, let's do our formation lap. Alright, it is good to be starting first. It is good to be leading the race. We just have to make sure we get a good launch. Make sure all our pit stops go smooth. Make sure we don't get any penalties. Sometimes I have a real issue that I always end up getting penalties for speeding in the pit lane. So I need to really make sure I get my pit limiter on and make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to take a 10-second penalty for speeding because that's just going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Alright, let's just slow it down just so they can catch up. I don't know if I can get a penalty if I go too far ahead of them. I feel like if I can, it's a little bit silly, but I don't know. How the hell did I hit the wall?
Okay, incredible.
Oh, that's fucking dead perfect.
That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Didn't think I was going to get it too good. Why does it say
Keep an eye on the
reforming?
lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Is that for everyone else, or...? Well, I got purple, so I'm pretty happy with that. Normally I end up having to, the computer has to reset it for me. Alright, good launch, I think. Alright, let's start leading it away. Oh shit. I'm gonna do that. Unfortunately, I was fucking touching my fucking computer and then I hit the wall. So we're gonna resume from there. Because that's bullshit. I shouldn't have to lose the race because I have to touch my computer to do shit. So, yeah. Clearly the AI in this game doesn't have to fucking touch the computer for the stream and stuff. I do, so should have paused it. Just don't like pausing because I feel like it makes it not realistic. In a real race, I wouldn't be pausing. Anyway, let's just see what we can do. When's our next pit window? 18 laps. Alright, let's see what we can do. We've got a fair bit of a lead right now. So I don't know, maybe I had the difficulty set too low, but I have to think on the tracks that I'm bad at, that's where the computer's going to have the edge. Like on Japan and that, I'm just severe at that track. Like I may get better when we have our practice sessions, but I don't know. On the tracks that I start, like, you know, further back is where it's going to be it takes time to gain positions. Let's keep ourselves out of DRS threat for now. And let's just focus on keeping ourselves out of DRS threat, and we should be good. See, I have a DualSense controller, so I actually have under paddles on my remote. So what I was thinking about doing is I may make my under paddles for circle. So instead of I have to press the circle button there, I can just use the under paddle, so I don't have to move my hands off the joysticks. Which actually I don't use my left thumb for anything except for that, so I guess that's okay. That's more for the ones when I press that over there.
This lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Oh, no, I don't want a bit box. Fuck that.
You're in first position, front of the pack. Norris
Yeah,
behind.
my bad.
Okay, they're on fresh hards.
I want to see my teammates start moving up a bit.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're currently 6th. Time last lap, 1 minute 27.7.
Right, because I was messing around, Norris has caught up a bit, so let's start trying to break that gap again. Right, we're already starting to pull away again. Will say, guys, for anyone who hasn't seen it, the new James Bond trailer that IOI Interactive is working on. I did do a reaction to it, a blind reaction. I hadn't seen it or anything, so it's really cool. Anyone who wants to see that reaction, go check out the YouTube. I'm really looking forward to it for James Bond to come out. IOI has done an amazing job with the Hitman games, so I'm really excited to see what they can do with the James Bond, and it looks really cool. It looks similar to It looks very similar to Hitman, but it has its own take and all that, so it looks good. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's a few games I'm looking forward to that come out next year. We've got sorry guys, I was just looking at my out my window. But yeah, no, the James Bond game looks really good. Took that a bit shit, that corner. But yeah, no, the James Bond game looks really good. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a few games that come out next year that I'm really looking forward to streaming. Right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just getting a phone call.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking.
Right guys, I'm going to just pause for 1 second once I get to a straight. Yes, I'm just going to quickly go do something. Just give me 1 second, just a sec. Once I get to the straight, I'll pause. Then I'll quickly do what I need to go do, then I'll be back. Alright guys, just give me 1 second, I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Just had to go fix up. Just had the reason I was looking at the window was because someone pulled up. Just had to go deal with it. It was just the electrician that we've had to come have a look, check something at the house. Which I'm not too sure if they're going to be cutting the power, so I did ask. He said they may need to for what they're doing, so hopefully they don't, because I'm in the middle of streaming. Anyway, let's go back to our race. If they do cut the power, then I guess this race is going to get cut short, so let's see what we can do. Maybe I should put a save in. Am I able to put a save in? Mid-session save. Save, yes please. Alright, we'll do a save every few laps in, since they may be here to cut the power. And then at least it will put us back to where we were. And then once the power comes back on, we can continue our stream from here. Alright, lap 7 so far. Piastri holds the fastest lap. Hamilton has moved up a spot, guys. He's now 5th. He's on the soft tyres though, so he's probably going to pit in the next 5 laps or so. So we'll see what Hamilton does. Hopefully he can push up. I'd like it to be love it to be a double Ferrari podium. That would be good. Need to get my corners really good because I'm sort of messing these corners up.
Gap to your teammate behind, 1.7 seconds.
Alright, Verstappen did get in front of both the McLarens. So we'll see what sort of trouble that he gives us. Need to try and get without. So I'm trying to miss all my words. Need to make a second gap, so he's not getting DRS on us. Wait, can I stop fucking hitting the wall, you piece of shit? Fuck, it's bullshit. It just makes me like always have to like go so far back. It's actually bullshit.
Green flag.
Don't know why there was a yellow flag there. What happened to Max? I can just see him dropping back.
Okay, information on Verstappen. Okay, they're out of this race.
Yeah, right. That reminds me of, I think it was 2024, Max didn't finish the Australian Grand Prix. I think him and Hamilton both ended up having DNFs. Right, we are 50 laps to go. First 8 are done. So we are ticking them down. I'm just trying to work out what the halfway thing is. 58 laps. Divide that by 4. 12 is 48. Um, 13 is what? 40, 26, 52. 14, what's 14? 40, 8, 12, 16, that's, yeah, 56, so it's about 14 and a half, 14 laps. 14 and a half laps is the cutoff for the halfway point. So yeah, Once we get to the lap 14, we're pretty much at the halfway. We're at the quarter. 28 laps will be halfway roughly, and 42 will be the third quarter. And yeah, anyway, that's how it goes for anyone who's wondering what that works out to be. I know sometimes some people do. Plus, I just like to work out the math. Still hitting green sectors.
Now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it. Okay, copy that.
We'll keep our strategy. I can make these last. Well, I don't want a pit stop. What are we changing to?
Okay, Charles. Norris is behind you. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
I didn't even know there was objectives in Korea. Guess that's cool. I don't understand why I struggled to get around that corner so severely. Let's just keep moving. Stay out of Norris till lap 18. Well, if he does overtake us, we can just use our replay button and go back. Not that I really want to do that, but to get this objective, I will if I need to. I will put another save in here and on the next lap. Save every 5 laps or so. Anyone can hear that. Actually, the electrician's walking on the roof, so they are making a fair bit of noise. For anyone who's wondering what that sort of banging noise is. First time it happened, it sort of scared me. I didn't realise I was going to be on the roof, but anyway, all good. I need to get that corner down pat. Don't want to keep sliding onto the grass. Let me just put a save in here, boys and girls. Mid-session save. Save again. Alright. Oh, we need to stay ahead of Norris for another 6 laps, or 5 laps. Alright, our tyres are wearing down a fair bit. Right, we are starting to burn through our battery a little bit. Excuse me.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.9 seconds.
Alright, we have started to make a bit of a gap between us and Norris. We are at a DRS threat for the moment. Let's keep it that way. Well, we can get rid of that for now. Alright, once we tick off this objective, I think we'll go to the pits. Mate, Hamilton is doing not bad on those soft tyres. Thought he might have already have gone and pitted to get rid of them, but not bad. I don't know, maybe he's doing a 3-stop strategy. I was running that 3-stop strategy we could have done was, it was like medium, medium, hard, soft. Maybe he's doing soft and then just doing it in reverse, so it's like soft, hard, then medium or something. I feel like that'd be a good strategy. Go from softs, then go to hard. Maybe towards the end of the race switch back to mediums, just give you that extra boost. Hopefully Hamilton can move up a bit further anyway. Like I said, I want a double Ferrari podium, that would be nice. Now let's keep moving along. Now I'm guessing these objectives, since I haven't done one before, are going to give us benefits for our car and stuff like that. You know, for upgrades and stuff maybe, or our reputation if we achieve them. I'm not really too sure, but I guess we'll find out once we achieve them. But we get XP to boost our score, since our goal was like to get to 92. We're currently on like 89. Now we are going to be pitting on lap 18 to switch to, I think, to mediums. Now my only concern is really by switching is Norris is going to get ahead of us and he's not going to be pitting for a while, so we may be in second place or something for a bit of a while. But I guess we'll see. We'll just have to overtake him on track or stay closer to him. I don't know, how long do they lose in the pits on this track? 20 seconds or so? So if we can't get within 20 seconds of him and stay there when he pits, we'll overtake him anyway.
Some information on Behrman for you.
That's a
They're
shame.
retiring from the race.
Don't mind Behrman. Although I don't know if he should have gone to Ferrari though. I mean, to Haas. Maybe he should have stayed as a Ferrari reserve driver. He might not have been in an actual car, but I wonder. Maybe it would have been better for him, you know, if Lewis or Leclerc have something, you know, something goes wrong or they're sick or something or anything can happen. You know, he gets turned and, you know, Ferrari's just a big team.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, clear.
Alrighty. See how we go.
Gap to your teammate behind, 15.4 seconds.
What I will do, guys, quickly is just put another save in. Save, yes. Alright, and what's that say? Manufacturing expert complete the race weekend. All that we're going to be able to do. That's not going to be a problem.
Okay, the car behind has newer tyres than you. Maintain the gap if possible.
How does he have newer tyres than me? The car hasn't pitted. I guess they're just not as worn down since they are hard. They take longer to wear down. Right, I guess we'll pit at the end of next lap, because we need to cross the line now to be able to complete this objective. Alrighty, all good. That's that objective done.
Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Lewis is in the pits now.
Alright, I really need to sneeze. Excuse me.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Yeah, don't want to get a 10-second penalty for speeding, so let's keep it good. Create a bit of a gap now. For up to 4 seconds we are going to lose it, but you know, the bigger the gap we make before we go into the pits, the better for us. Maybe I shouldn't have pitted so early. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have put the pit limiter on so early, I should say.
Right, let's go. Come on. That
I
was a
might have
fantastic stop.
gone out
Faster
a
than
bit
we
too
were
slow.
expecting. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Alright, we're currently 4th. What tyres would you even chuck on just then? Mediums, I think. Next pit stop, windows at lap 37. So these tyres will last us a while. The next 18 laps, I think it is, they'll last us. Anyway, guys, if you want to see the first part of this, where we started this and did our first practice session, you can go watch it on YouTube. I've made a playlist for this career mode, and then clearly once this stream's done, I will chuck this in there for part 2. Alright, that might be Piastri there.
This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
Alright, need to get ahead of Russell.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.2 seconds.
Russell's not going to... no, not Russell. Norris, I mean, he isn't going to pit for a while, I'm guessing. That's my issue. He's not going to pit since he's on the hard, so we're going to have to actually try and catch up. But he is within
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
15 seconds. I'm thinking if it's with 8, you lose about 18 seconds on a pit stop, and he's 15 seconds. So as long as we stay close to him when he pits, we will get him.
Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. And gap to the car in front, 10.6 seconds.
Alright, we will do another save in a minute, just so we'll do it every 5 laps. I can see Russell up ahead of us. I believe that was Russell up ahead.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Alright, just give me a second, I'm just going to pause, put another save in place. Yes. I'm going to have a quick drink of water before I continue. Alright, let's continue. I don't know if Russell's pitted yet. I don't think he has. Even if if he hasn't, we're going to get in front of him when he pits. So we have undercutted him there technically. And we are going to get in front of Norris when he pits either way. He'll lose 18 seconds-ish, and we're going to get... So we get about a 7-8 second lead over him. Unless we catch him before he even goes into the pits. Then if we do catch him, he'll lose 18 seconds in the pits, and then we'll have a hell of a lead over him. It's good to see Hamilton's in the top 5. Hamilton's pitted again for softs. He just keeps going on soft tyres. There's Norris there. Right, we are going to get DRS on Russell when we close it down for another 4 seconds. So not a bad effort. And Norris is getting there as well. We're really pushing it. Oh, shit, don't want to hit the wall too much. Really trying to close the gap here between them. Alright, so the 29 lap is about the halfway point, so we're nearly at the halfway point for this race, guys. It's not a bad effort whatsoever. I don't know when Russell plans to pit. Fucking hell. Norris is on the hard, so I don't expect him to pit, you know, right towards the end.
Gap to your teammate behind, 23.9 seconds.
Alright, we'll catch up to Russell. We need to close up by about 7th, 8
Okay,
tenths.
Charles, that's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
Alright, I have 7 laps. I don't know if we'll achieve that. I think we might, but I don't know. I didn't really have a timeline. I was just going to wait for him to pit. Alright, we're closing it up.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I was just trying to break my wing. Well, I don't feel like the gap's up. I feel like he just took off there.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Perfect. That's good for us. Right, let's catch up to Norris now and overtake him as well. Now when he goes to pit, since he'll lose about 18 seconds and we're ahead of him, if we get a 4-second lead, let's say before he pits, and then he loses another 18 seconds in the pits, we're going to have a 22-second lead over Norris. And then when we do our second pit stop, we'll pit ahead of him and come out ahead of him with just by having a time lead. So, yeah, he's sort of probably would have been best to pit a little bit earlier. I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay, we're only 2 seconds behind the car ahead. Keep pushing.
Alright, we are closing it. About to click it under a second in a minute. 7/10 under. Alright, we are going to get a DRS assist on him anyway, but I think we are moving faster anyway. For, you know, just 1/10 of a second per lap. I may get him here, maybe. Shit, did I? Alright, I don't know exactly what happened there.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Alright, we'll get another chance in a second. Alright, Russell just went to the pits finally. And he has switched to hards himself. Right, we are on the next DRS detection point. We should get DRS. Oh no, we hit it on the last detection point. That's good for us. Right, we're gonna... That's nearly the same spot as it was last time. Exact same spot. Far out.
Smooth, good job.
Right, let's start breaking our lead away now. So we are going to have to pit in another 10 laps. The more lead we have now, the better it will be for us.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.8 seconds.
Right, let's keep pushing. Alright, not a bad effort.
Tyre wear's higher than we're expecting. We've got a new strategy available on your MFD if you want it.
Yeah, no, we'll keep our current one.
Confirmed.
We're good for now. Unless something happens, we'll just pit on lap 37. Tyres seem to be doing okay anyway. Probably should have done mediums for our starting stint, then gone to hards for our second stint. Alright, now, you know, on the first, start the race on mediums. First pit stop, go to hards, and then maybe we should have ended on softs if we had some. I think that might have been the issue. I don't actually think we had any softs available to us. Thought I seen a car up ahead of us. Clearly that's going to be a back marker. I think that's Pierce. Pretty sure Sonny Hayes was out of the race. Let's see how we go. What I will do, guys, is I'm going to pause again and put another save in. Just because the electricians are here messing around and they do actually have to cut the power. You know, I'll just have to restart from where my last save was. So we'll just put a save in every 5 laps or so. Alright, well, last lap was the halfway point. 29 laps. So 29 plus 14. What's that put us to? It's 39. So about 44, 43 laps is the 3/4 way done. So we're getting very close. 28 laps to go. I'm going to try and catch up to that back marker up ahead of us. Give us something to do and before we pit. See if we can overtake them before we pit. Don't want to risk damaging the car or anything trying to overtake them, but, you know, gives us something to do. I do enjoy chasing someone down, trying to get an overtake. And I don't know, do we have a sprint race at the next track, or at China? Is that a sprint there, or? Yeah, it is true, there is a sprint there. So next race, next track we go to, guys, we will have only one practice and a sprint and 2 qualifyings. Sprint qualifying, then the sprint, then the actual race qualifying, then our race, so should be good. Some extra points to boost us up ahead on the sprint. Right, he'll move over for us in a second. No, he's moving over now. Alright, let's keep pushing through. Oh, shit. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up at my monitor, look at the stream. So I needed to keep checking. I just need to make sure I check it when I'm on the straights, not near the start. So I have time that I can look away. Right, went off a little bit there. All good. Where our next pit stop is in 5 laps. Let's just push for the next 5 laps or so. Alright, Norris did go pit, he's now on mediums. Alright, well that car behind us, guys, isn't nothing to worry about since he's a lap down. We have now lapped him. Anyway, what we'll do probably next time, guys, on our next race is for China, what we'll probably do is we'll probably do the practice one and then the sprint and then the qualifying for the first race. I mean, yeah, for the first part. And then on the... Don't know what I did there. And then on our second thing, we'll... on the second part, we'll do the qualifying and then the normal race. Or what maybe we'll do is we'll do the practice one, then the qualifying, the sprint qualifying I should say, then the sprint race, and then do qualifying again, and then the second part would just be the whole race. But I guess we'll see what happens. Don't know when we'll do our next Formula 1 stream. May do it tomorrow. There's a fair few streams I want to get through before next year, which I was actually doing the math. I think I actually have nearly to finish. I want to finish off the Formula 1 25 career, which, now we've pretty much got Australia knocked out of the way, so 23 more tracks to go to after this. I also want to finish off our GTA 5 story mode stream that we started a few months ago. I had a huge break from it, but I want to get back to that. Clearly I want to do it just before GTA 6 comes out next year, which that's halfway through next year, so we have a bit of time for that one. But GTA 6 will be good. I mean, GTA 5 will be good to finish off, but we still have like 8 months until that happens, 8-9 months anyway, so we've got heaps of time for that one. But what I want to do is I want to start finishing off Hitman, especially before maybe, I don't know if we will get it done, but before James Bond comes out in March, because once that comes out we will be having a huge focus on James Bond. I don't know if we will get everything finished in time for that one. If we do, all good. If we don't, then we'll still just keep playing until we do. But we'll definitely get Formula 1 finished and GTA. Because we've got 3 new games coming out next year that we'll be playing. That's going to take a bit of our time. We've got the new GTA. We've got the James Bond. We're going to have the new Lego Batman as well that I want to play. And we've also got Formula 1 26 if they release one, which it hasn't been confirmed or not yet. I've heard rumours that they're not going to be renewing it, and 25 was the last one, but I guess we'll see. Really depends, so if it does, we have to finish off this mode before that comes out. So we've got like 4 games next year, 3 already confirmed, Formula 1 26 isn't, so 3 confirmed, 1 not. But 4 games, brand new ones that we'll be playing next year. Once they're out, that we need to get these games out of the way, finish them off and move on. So GTA 5 won't take us long anyway. I think we're already like 10% through the story mode. Right, we're going to be on to medium, hard tires anyway for our next set. Our gap's not big enough either. Piastri is actually going to get in front of us. That's fine. Gives us time to... Gives us something to do for the final bit of the race, to chase him down. Right, at the end of next lap we'll be coming into the pits. Right, we've got 22 laps to go. Not bad at all. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the plan, guys. So over the next few months we'll be pushing through Formula 1 25. We'll be also pushing Hitman as well. And we'll be pushing through GTA 5 story mode. So those are the 3 games that I want to be pushing through. And then, yeah, GTA 5, just do that just for... Clearly, GTA 6 isn't going to have anything to do with GTA 5. It is going to be its own separate story, but just just a recap of what GTA 5 was like before GTA 6 is. So I guess we can have something to compare the story mode to. Because GTA 6 is going to have a online mode, from what I'm understanding, from what I've read, and what the rumors are. It definitely will have a story mode. An online mode. But that's meant to come out a few weeks or a few months after the story mode, so everyone has time to fully enjoy the story mode. Because there would be a lot of players that would just rush from the story mode and just go straight to online, not actually play it. And I guess they want everyone to play the story mode, since I've spent so much time working on it. Which makes sense to me, that makes sense, and I feel like that's a fair call. So, play GTA 5's story mode, just so we have something to compare it to. Things that, we've noticed a difference and stuff like that. And then, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to GTA 6. I want to see what the online mode is. I want to see how big the map is. It's meant to be way bigger. I just want to see what sort of vehicles they have. Like, clearly, GTA 5 online is like the Oppressor, and, there's different cars and jets and boats and missions. I just want to see what... And, there's different businesses you can have to make different money. I just want to see what GTA 6 has to offer, how different it is. And I'm also looking really forward to the James Bond game, like I've said, really looking forward to it. And the new Lego Batman looks so fun as well. Definitely have to give that a go. I remember playing the old Lego Batman on the PSP. Don't want to get done speeding in the pit lane, so we'll slow down a bit. Alright, good pit stop for us.
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
I feel like I did have the clutch good. How is Norris going to get in front of me as well?
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Alright, give ourselves a lap or two to warm up, and then we have to push. So, alright, 20 laps to go now. So we have 20 laps to overtake these two in front of us and pull a win. I'm going to assume that they're both going to pit as well still. Alright, need to really warm up our tyres. Want to get them to like 3-4%. Alright, first tyres warmed up, 1%. Let's get to like 4%, a bit more to go. Alright, our full left side is warm to 1. Alright, Piastri went into the pits. It's just Norris we need to chase down now. Alright, we are going to have a back mark here. Oh shit, that was smooth. Glad I got that on fucking stream, because that was so smooth. Alright, tyres are starting to warm up. Not fully warm, but they're warm.
Okay, Charles. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
I like it how he just says copy so quietly. Alright, let's just drop that down. The tyres are starting to warm up. I don't know if we'll get that lap time achieved. Lap time, minute 26.39. think we're going to hit it this lap here. Yep,
Oh, great
done.
stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 32.3 seconds.
Alright, 18 laps to go. Slowly ticking it down. Just need to take it steady. On our next, when we come back down the straight on the start finish line, I will put another save in, just in case. Alright, we are going to have to overtake Lawson here in a second. Alright, he's moving across for us, thank you. Alright, not bad. Alright, I'm going to put the save in here now. Save, yes. Just, have a quick drink as well. We'll drink when we do these saves.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Alright, 3 laps to go and then we're 3/4 done. 75% done. Thank you, Stroll.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Alright, let's get past Gasly. Right, I'm going to go hunt down the next Kick Saber. Let's catch up to him. Don't know who it is. It's either Bordelello or Nico Hulkenberg. We'll find out soon enough. Don't know why the Alpine's trying to overtake me. We've got 3 cars up ahead of us that we can overtake. If we get close enough to them, which we will try to overtake, gives us something to do since we're leading. Well, this guy must be 13th then if Gasly's 14th behind us. Alrighty. Starting to get the blue mark up. Slow down, slow down. Let's fucking out. Come in there with way too much speed. But he did slow down for us to this pass, so I guess that's okay.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. Tyre condition still...
Right, I'm just going to go back because I don't want to have any damage to my car done. Right, let's continue from here. We're not pitting again now, that's it. Alright, we're now 3/4 done, 75% race complete. $14 laps to go. I think to do the last 14 laps takes about 19 minutes to do it. Ish. Around there. Guess we'll see. Alright, sorry, I just sneezed again, so I just muted it. So I went really slow through that last corner. That could have been a disaster if we hit that any harder. Is that one of the Red Bulls ahead of us, or...? I think it might be. Oh, I feel like I cut that corner a bit too sharp. Don't know if that is one of the Red Bulls. No, it's one of the Williams. And I think the car ahead of that is one of the Aston Martins, which I think would be, what's his name? Sorry, it's such to itch my head. Actually, I would just pause for 1 second just to make sure my monitor yeah, sorry, my monitor's just doing something. Yeah, I think that is, I can't think of his name now.
38.3 seconds.
Alonso, that's it. I think Alonso's the one ahead of this Williams, by the look of it. That colour circle looks like it's his. Right at the end of this lap, guys, we have 10 laps to go. Once we complete this lap. So we are really getting through it.
Okay, and that's a red flag. Red flag. Keep the delta positive, and let's have you straight into the pit lane, please.
What the hell is the race been red flagged for? What the hell happened? A major incident has occurred on track and a red flag is in effect. All vehicles have returned to the pits whilst the incident is dealt with. Tyres may be changed during the stoppage and some types of damage may be repaired before the race restarts. Race strategy. Fucking hell. Don't know what happened.
Alright, if we play this right, we can get a nice advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
Alright, in Formula 1 incidents occur. Yes, I know. All cars slow down, return to the pit lane, wait for the track to be cleared of any danger before the session can be restarted. It would be nice if it let us drive back around to the pits instead of just taking this off, but that's fine. Just set up our fuel load. Alright. Once it's safe to resume the session, all cars are in position on the grid. The session can be restarted with a standing start procedure. Alright, let's get this done. Yeah, let's advance.
Again.
That's starting us on softs. I didn't even know we had softs left. Alright, let's start pushing. Let's warm up these softs nicely. Right, these softs feel really smooth, I will be honest. This feels really nice. Alright, we're down to 9 laps to go. But this should be a nice finish off this race. Right, we're going to have 8 laps after this.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
We'll wear out a DRS threat from Russell or Norris.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.8 seconds. They're on
What
fresh
position's
softs.
in?
They're currently 6th. And the time last lap, 1:31.9.
Right, I just want to know what position Hamilton was in. Hopefully he can move up a few more spots in the next 8 laps. Right, we actually are within DRS threat from Norris now. Right, he would have got DRS on that detection point. DRS is about to activate.
Gap to your teammate behind, 4.0 seconds.
Right, we need to start pushing. Obviously, all this cloud cover, I was starting to think it was going to rain. It probably still might, but
No tyre concerns.
just be
at the
annoying
moment,
if it
just
rains in
focus
the
on
last
driving.
7 laps or so. Let's keep pushing.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate, we might need to...
Right, that was my mistake. Thank God for that replay thing. We'd be finishing last if it wasn't for that, with a broken wing like that. Right, this was a nice race. Went rather smooth. Going to get ourselves some good points. 25 points. Put us into the lead of the championship. We are going to need it because I'm not the best at China or Japan. Probably do okay at them anyway, but I still struggle with them. So if we can win the next 3 races, give ourselves a nice boost. But I don't know if we'll come first at China or Japan, as I do struggle with both those tracks. We also have a sprint to do on China to give us some extra points as well. So next few races could give us a nice gap if we're lucky. Right, this engine looks pretty good. Right, 3 laps to go. Right, Norris is catching us. I think we're going to be on DRS straight from him in a second. Right, Norris is actually catching us. Fuck, this is going to be close. It's getting really close here. Right, we got it back within a second. Pushed him out of DRS threat for now. Don't know if we'll hold it there though. Alright, let's go. About to start lap 57. Right, we're going to have 1 lap after this and then we're done. Just going to pause quickly. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, my Just had to do something on my monitor. I've got two screens currently open. I've got clear the Formula 1, then I've got my other one that I can see that everything to do with the stream. Just need to check something. Everything's running good though. Everything's smooth. Right, Norris is back within DRS threat of us again. Or we're within DRS threat of him, I should say. Right, sort of seems to keep going in and out of it. Alright, we're about to start the final lap, guys. Here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, getting really close here. Alright, we're in the final sector. Alright, final few corners. Alright, last 2 more corners. That's 1 more corner. And then that's the second last corner. That's it. It's next down to the straight. Checkered flag. What an amazing job.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! That's exactly how we should start a season. Come on!
Alright, let's just skip all the celebrations. I'm not interested in all that. Podium pass, should get a bit of XP for that.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Wait, Hamilton. So Hamilton started 6th and he finished 6th. Points, he got 8. So, what's our standings then? I'm on 25. What's the team though? Alright, so we are leading as well. Like I said, Hamilton really needs to push to help us, help the team. Well, that's where I'm going to be let down on the constructor side of things. Alright, let's advance. I guess we're just going to see what upgrades we can do to the car and stuff. Alright, advance. Thank you. Alright. Recognition. Thank you. Alright, I'm just going to see what we can do at the headquarters. Alright, we are on round 2 now. Alright, I'm not going to be able to do much, I don't think. Right, let's just do that. Achieve 3 purple sectors. Alright, back. Let's do that. I would set all our goals now, why not? Alright, let's do that. R&D. Alright, we do have some money, 690, 657 for the resource points. No. I'm confused. Does Hamilton means Hamilton's already doing that, or? That's going to take 13 days. Might just do our... Alright, so recommended upgrade is actually to do that, but I don't know what I mean by... Hamilton's already doing it, so what's that mean? I would have liked to have done that. Well, let's just do the chassis then. It's going to be ready before the Bahrain Grand Prix. We've also got Claire's in development of it, which is me. I'm in development of that too. That's going to be done before the Japanese Grand Prix, which would be good. That's unavailable. Powertrain, we're doing that once we have the money. Alrighty, standings. Well, that's cool, I guess. Unlock all the trophies. I guess it will come up underneath each track what our position was. Clearly, if we come like 10th on China, it's going to have our first, then 10th next to it, and it'll keep going along with all our points, which is pretty cool. But I do like that. The standing drivers, the constructors. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. We have got some of the R&D underway. We've got a few of those. Got a bit of development going on. Alright, that makes sense. So the little eye thing shows what our teammates about getting next. Unavailable. Chassis. We need the wing to become unlocked, which we're already developing, then that'll become available. Chassis. Don't really know what. It's not actually available. That's next. We've already got that one. And durability, the second one will become available once we do that one. So Hamilton's developing that. I'm developing. What am I developing? That one there. Well, I'm a little confused. If I swear I seen one of them say that it was going to be done after the Japanese Grand Prix. Is the reason that that one there is going to be 14 days instead of 21 like it was going to be is because me and Hamilton are both doing it? Is that what that means? I'm assuming so. So if both of us research it, it is faster. So in 21 days, which is going to be after the Japanese. Those would get before the Bahrain. We'll get it in 14. I'm assuming that's how it works, that's pretty good. So we're going to have 2 new parts before the Japanese Grand Prix. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Enough yapping for me. I'm not going to advance time. I'm going to leave it there till next time. Don't know if I can put a save here. Don't think so. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, and I'll see you on the next stream. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time.